again. Good morning. Let me know if that's better before I go through my whole spiel again. What? Because there's nothing on. Literally, there is not a flipping sound in this room. I'm going to start to say bad words here in just a minute. Just so everybody's forewarned. Alright, hold on a minute. Hold on. We're going to disable that audio, okay? We're going to move that audio to that. Move it to that. Disable that. Is that any better? Did changing that fix anything? I disabled my laptop speakers. So if it is the fan, shouldn't be there anymore. Or is it still the same? Or can you not hear me at all? Because I set it to my camera that's up here. We're good? Yay. Okay. Guys, that's so weird. Am I too loud? Or am I loud enough? Because my little my mixer things over here are going crazy. Okay. Got it. Okay. That's so weird. All right. So hello. This is, take 2 technically, but I already took down the first one. So if you are watching and the light in the corner is no longer red, you are watching the replay. So if you would #replay, let me know that you are here when you come in. If you would say hello, and if you would not mind to sprinkle me out, I would greatly appreciate it. Holy moly. Well, just the morning just keeps going better and better and better. My head feels like it's in the clouds this morning. All right, let's go here. Good morning, Diana and Alyssa and Peggy and Sherry and Tisha, Jenna, Tina. Did I miss anybody? Tisha. Good morning, Tisha. How are you, love? Alrighty. Thank you. All right, guys. So, now that I've, used up more time as usual, wasn't my fault this time. So, let's pull her off. So, if you were not with me yesterday afternoon, with the crafty friends, I did go ahead and work on her legs, so you can go back and watch that replay. It will be moved over, uploaded to my YouTube channel, just like all of my other lives. I think I'm a couple behind, but I'm not too far. Alright, now, we need to, what do I want to do next? I really need to figure out, what I want her to do. I don't think I need that if we're putting that. Yo, I was going through Pinterest last night and looking at, just looking at some things. I like to look at, the little, doll cartoon characters. Good morning, Miss Brenda. Just to get some ideas, for, dolls to make. Hold on. Oh, and I found some really, really, really cute ones. But I'm like, all right, hold on. Let's time out for a second. Let's finish whatever you've got started over here before we start on something else. Good morning, Eliza. How are you? All right, so that's it. I'm trying to think. All right, we need to make her shoes. Do you want out? Go on. Get up. Don't move your tail. And the patriotic girl, she's really making me mad. But I'm thinking if I remake her shoes with one of the good styrofoam eggs, that I can fix the balance issue and we can go ahead and get her done, is what I'm thinking. But I guess we'll find out whenever I get that far. Let me find some clay. Oh. And we'll make her some shoes. I want to make them, I don't know. Part of me is wondering if I should just leave the socks. But I'm not sure. Let's grab this. So what's everybody doing today? Does anybody have any plans? Today is live sale day. So make sure to hop over and see Michelle and all the other amazing ladies that are selling their items. I swear that, like, Wednesdays keep getting less and less and less people in them. So, good morning, Mary. How are you? Guys, I really, really, really want to make some cold porcelain clay. I want to make it. I don't want to buy it. I want to make it. I think I have all the ingredients. I found the recipe online, but, trying to color it is going to be the biggest headache. Oh, Dinosaur Park. That sounds like so much fun. Miss Brenda, you're always doing something fun. Always. I think I need a new Swifter, whatever you call them. I call them a Swiffer. I know there's a T in there somewhere, but. Alright, so now I said I wasn't going to waste an egg, but I'm thinking that might be in the best bet. I don't know. You're going live on Sunday, Jenna? I didn't know that. Well, you better get done what you gotta get done, Diana. Yeah. Kids always keep you on the go. It just stinks. Like, around here, there's literally, like, nothing to do close. You've got to drive, like, I don't know, at least an hour one way to be able to, like, actually do something. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. I cannot kick this stinking cold. I can't, and it's driving me nuts. Oh, I can't do that. I might have to make a lollipop. Because I have one that Trina made me, and it's a pretty good size, but it's purple. So it's not going to match. Oh. Yeah, I think I only got one live for May. one. And it's a Sunday. Because unfortunately, Saturdays are very hard. I really cannot do Saturday. So, I set up, I like to do Wednesdays, but I have to do them at 8 o'clock. But there were no 8 o'clock spots this month. So, don't know what, we will all be there with you. It will be perfect. Alright guys, so I'm just kind of making this sort of a teardrop, but not like, not pointy at the end. I don't know how to explain it. Like I make all my shoes. Now remember, we use this rolling pin. I know I put socks on her, but we use this rolling pin to, oh no, that was to push in the end up there. Never mind, don't listen to me. Good morning, Sandra. How are you? Good morning to anybody else that I missed. I'm trying to not miss people's. Alright, there's one. I'm trying to think, how should we decorate these? How? Yeah, so we're going to have to make her a lollipop, I guess. I haven't made a lollipop in forever. I hope I have the right amount of clay here. Just trying to get some of these lines out, guys. I can hold on to my plate. Come on, roll. I hate when it doesn't want to roll, so like one side is definitely it's way too big. Not yet. I might line up there. I'm talking to myself, guys. Don't mind me. Just talking to myself. Just trying to make sure my shoes are even. Yeah, and the nice thing about making the shoes this way is if you do, for whatever reason, have one that's just a little bit bigger than the other one, just cut the bottom off and like smooth it back out. It's no big deal. You don't have to start all over again. Except this one might be a little too much bigger. It's fatter. Well, we'll get it fixed. So guys, a couple people did. Yeah, so today's live sale and Crafting Down South Day. Michelle will be on at 9. And then I'm sorry, but I'm really not sure who else is in the lineup today. There's a bunch of sale days now. Used to just be, Wednesdays. Not anymore. Oh. Yeah, that stinks. I wouldn't be very happy myself Alright guys, how are we going to decorate these? What are we going to put on them? I don't know if I like them. There's too many lines in it. This, Jax and his sleeping habits, I'm telling you, he kills me. So, for whatever reason, I don't know. I don't know if he just had a hard time, getting comfortable last night or what, but I thought he was going to fall asleep. Like, it looked like he was going to fall asleep around like 8:30-ish. Well, nope. He didn't end up going to bed until like 11. And then he was back up at 3 o'clock, 3:30, somewhere around there. And he finally went back to sleep at some point. And he got up and he went to school on time. But, I didn't think he was going to. Alright, so her shoes are there. They're just drying out a little bit. I really want to I want her to look like she has a dress on. But, alright, so let's start here. And I'm going to forewarn you guys, it takes me just a minute to get these skirts on where they need to be. Because they don't always like to cooperate with me. And stay where I put them. So that's got to come up to there. Alright, so let's grab some glue. So, she's got her little yellow part up here and then her little white undies here, right? I'm going to put the glue right on the connection line, like where the white and the yellow meet. And that's where I'm going to put my skirt. Hopefully that's my plan. Whether or not that's how it wants to work with me this morning is another story in itself. You just have to hold it for a minute. I am kind of like pulling backwards on this wire so that it will pull onto the doll. You can't tell I'm pulling backwards, but I am. So, but if you're putting a skirt on so it's kind of tricky to do it this way with the super glue because you kind of have to have your mesh in place before you secure it. Because once you super glue it on there, you can't really fix it, Good morning, Lori. Thank you, guys. All right, let's do a little here. So, it's tricky. I've tried to use, like Fast Grab and, Fabric Fusion. Like, I've tried to use those other glues, even mix them with hot glue to get it, secured on here. But unfortunately, I find that super glue works the best to get it in place and leave it where I want it. I'm just twisting this wire around so we can make sure it's tight enough on her. All right. Cut that off. Now, I do leave a little bit of wire at the end just to make sure it doesn't unravel. But then you just tuck it under. You know, like you're putting ribbon on top of it. Good morning, Michelle. But, so you're not going to see it. Oh, she's so stinking cute. Oh, Tina, you're good. Believe me. I take a shower all the time with y'all just hanging out in the corner. Well, hello there, Miss Tanya. How are you? Good morning. We're just working on a little summer doll. Okay, so I don't want to put this on yet, but I needed her skirt in place first. Or her, the toe part. Oh, I found another one that I want to make, but she's got to stand up. I don't know, guys. But if I can get it to work, oh my, it's going to be a game changer. I'm telling you. Get out of the way. All right, so I am trying to pull this as close as I possibly can. Thank you. I need to figure out my 4th of July girl. She's aggravating me. It's like ever since I started this one and I see like what her head looks like and everything, now the other one just is like, ew. Okay. I'm going to cut off some of this extra wire. Not all of it. Just some of it. Let's make sure we have this as bunched up as physically possible. Get my finger out of there. Grab some hot glue. The other side. You literally need the tiniest bit of hot glue for that. Just want to keep it bunched up so it doesn't, unravel. I've tried to save the wire from the ribbon, but it is just too thin and too flimsy to do anything else with it. It doesn't work for nothing that I've tried anyway. Okay. This is going to go on here, right? But really want to see if we can make her a shirt. Like a top part of, not a shirt, but like make it look like a dress instead of just a skirt. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Push that down for a second. It's only 1.5. Good evening, Miss Tanya. How are you? Trying to see something, you know. Let me see if this is going to work. I really hope it's going to work. Oh, this doesn't have a wire in it. Okay, that's fine. Huh? Did I disappear? I'm good, Tanya. I'm getting better. It's been, I don't know, it's been a weird day. Like, my head's all foggy. Alright. So put that down there and put this one here. So, for a second, okay. I saw it on the computer, but I didn't know if I'd really disappeared or not. Okay. Michelle, that sounds like a great idea. That's what I would do too. Tell them if they don't like what's in the house, go to the grocery store. Kids crack me up. I don't think it's gonna work. The only way I think it might work is if her skirt was somehow a little bit higher up so that this would then just cover the yellow, like go to the top. Or if this was a little bit thicker, it was 2.5 instead of 1.5. Alright, it's okay. Right? And they're old enough to go to the store and get themselves some food. Okay, so now we're going to grab us. After I get this situated here. Okay. No car. Gotcha. Well, yeah, that unfortunately makes it a little bit more difficult. So I am going to put a little bit of fabric fusion around, all the way around the inside of this skirt. Oops, not on our body. Just on our skirt. But we're also going to use some hot glue too. Because this fabric fusion takes a minute to dry. I'm just going to start in the front. Yeah, I don't blame you there. I wouldn't either. Okay. And then so I am pushing. So the inside of her skirt, I am pushing that down into the glue. Get out of my way. Now there is way too much fabric here. Thank you, Robin. Yeah. Too many kids don't understand that these days. I mean, Jax is included in that. But, unfortunately. Alright, so guys, there's a bunch of extra here, but we're going to make it work. I'm just going to cut off the wire right on the opposite side of where I put the hot glue, because we don't want it to come unraveled, right? Fold that side back. That down. It's just going to overlap some, but it's not a big deal. Be okay. Actually, it's going to overlap too much. I am going to have to take some of this off. Alright. Kids, I'm telling you. So, I need this off, but I also need a little bit of the wire still, so I can, re-hot glue it. Make sure it doesn't come unraveled here. But I don't have wire. Okay, hold on. It's okay. Bear with me a second, guys. I'm trying to get to this wire. Got it. Yeah, I don't know. I really think it's just going to be one of those kind of Wednesdays, At least around here. Alright, so we re-glued the end of that. And then we'll secure the end of that. Get hot glue all over. Alright, then you just gotta pull all your glue strings off. Now look at her. She's so cute. So stinking cute. I can't. Alright. What colors? I can do it real quick. What color should we use to make a lollipop? I'm going to make like a swirl lollipop. She's available. I know she's not done yet, but if anybody's interested, just let me know. No, I don't have a price yet, but I can get you one as soon as possible. I wish I would have ordered some more 4-inch ribbons. It's okay. All right, so we can use, I don't really want to use yellow, I don't think, but Michelle, that's a fabulous idea. Alright, so what color do we have? I don't know what that outline is over. I know I have to have that open. Let's grab some of that color and some peach and pink. Oh, yay. It's not even, I don't even think it's supposed to be that warm here today. Well, thank you, Robin, honey. Have a good day. Okay, guys, let's test out our worm rollers. Oh. What is that? Tomorrow's appointments. Alright, we're gonna make a swirl lollipop. Well, hello there, Miss Tina. How are you? You're on. You're too much. Alright. I want the regular stuff, so I don't want the light. Let's get some of that out of the way. I got too much. Don't you just love the stuff that they think that they need to do or can do or whatever? But the ones that they really need to be looking into, they're not looking into it. So, everybody can stay as miserable and as crabby or as happy and as excited as they want, right? The warm weather is coming, hopefully, for you. Alright, guys, let's start this out. What's the biggest one I got? This one? I don't know if these are going to be big enough. I don't think it's going to be big enough for this lollipop. It's always the middle. Alright, that'll work. Should be long enough. Wrong bag. He's at Cedar Point again today, Michelle? Oh, Diana, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I knew I knew you had stuff going on with him. All right, guys. I haven't done this in so long. Let's see if I can get it to work the first time. Without, stretch marks and all that fun stuff. Do. I got way too much here. Way too much. We're making a spiral lollipop, if anybody's wondering what I'm doing. For our little doll to hold. I have to cut more off of this. I need bigger rollers. Alright, let's see. The worm rollers are gonna love. I looked at Michelle's comment as I went to say something. They're gonna work out really good for the hair. This peach is amazing. And I know it's more orangey in the skirt, but it'll be alright. I wish. Not really. I don't know. I stayed in my pajamas like all weekend, and I can't do it for too long because then, I don't know, I start to get miserable. What did you say, Michelle? You gotta go shopping after you're live? Is that what I saw? I only got 7 minutes, so I'm trying to hurry up and get this done. Still gotta do the pink. Is this anywhere close to... Alright, where's that? That's just going to keep them moist so they don't dry out on me when I roll this last one. And it's also going to help them to stick together. Alright. Yeah, I went to the store Sunday just to pick up a couple things. And then, Rich, because I wasn't feeling well Sunday. So Rich was like, just go get what we absolutely need. And then, we'll go grocery shopping on Monday. I said, okay, no problem. So I grabbed, whatever we needed. And we went back on Monday and we're like, what do we even really need? Like, I didn't even know. I mean, because we're not here for lunch. we're here for dinner and snacks, but we really don't need the snacks. And I try to keep, Jax's snacks, that he likes to have around and whatever he needs for school and, stuff like that. I try to make sure I always have it. So it was kind of funny. We picked up like a couple of meats, but we really didn't even need that much stuff. But it still seems like there's no food in the house. Michelle, do you make bigger ones yet? Bigger ones. Come on. This bag can move. Get it to do what I want it to do. This is going to be one jacked up looking lollipop. Let me tell you. It'll be alright. You gotta have the junk food. Got to. Alright, guys, real quick. Yeah, well, I got strawberries and I got a container of Cool Whip to go with them. And apparently, Jax decided last night that he was going to just eat the Cool Whip. So Rich went in there to get strawberries and there was none left. Yes! I need one, please. I need a cone too. I just don't know what size yet. Oops. Ah, man. Guys, I messed that up. Can I? Crap. Hold on. This third one was supposed to go on the top. Can I move it? Yeah, good enough. Alright, let's take these rings off. Alright, I got 3 minutes. So I'm pushing one hand up and pulling the other hand back. Alright, and then do I want to... Alright, I'm going to roll this together just a tiny bit. Nothing crazy. Like, I still want you to see the lines, but I do need it. Cut it on an angle. Now we're going to roll it in. Okay, I will be right there. And then you're going to cut it backwards so that it folds in and you have a flat bottom. See? Flat bottom. And then this one, we can... What do we want to do with this one? Can just make like puffies with it. Roll it out just a little bit more. Twist it back up. Or we can just make another lollipop. I just did the other one. I couldn't think. Hello, Ruby. Good morning, Deanna. Alright, guys. So, here's our lollipops for our doll. Look, this one. This is just like the end piece. It can just be like one of those like marshmallow puffs, right? And that will stuff in there. All right, guys. It is time to head over and see Miss Michelle. Thank you, Ruby. Good morning, Sandra. So, thank you all so much for coming to hang out with me this morning. I really do appreciate it. I will see you all Friday at 8 a.m. I'm working on doing a YouTube live. I don't know when. So just keep an eye out. Make sure that you are subscribed and that you have the notifications on. And I'll put out, a post on Facebook too when I decide to do it. But guys, have a fabulous, fabulous day. I love each and every one of you. And remember, never stop dreaming because dreams do come true. Bye.